When I look back over my life and try to ask, were there critical moments that changed the direction I went on? I don't, there have been as an adult some aha moments. But for me, the most important thing is that from the earliest memories I have, they were all outside. They were all camping and fishing with my father. I chose my parents very, very well. And for me, that was a crucial part of my bonding with nature. Now, when I hit puberty and I started getting very horny and walking around looking for girls, but this is after World War II, so I was afraid to ask a white girl out. There weren't many Oriental girls in the town that I lived in. So what do you do when you're thinking about girls all the time, but you're too afraid to do anything about getting a date? Well, for me, I had a magical place I could go, and it was a swamp. So I would just walk right into the swamp with my clothes on, and I had a net and a glass jar, and I'd be dipping stuff out of it. Boy, I remember the time that I first found salamander eggs. You would have sworn I won a Nobel Prize. I mean, it was the biggest thing in my life. And in a swamp, a lot of the exciting things are small, insects and other invertebrates. But I've always said that a swamp is almost as good as having a date with a girl. And it saved my life. It was a magical place. But again, it was one of those places that was where I bonded with the natural world. And what I really appreciated about my mother, I would come home just covered in mud and soaking wet. My mother never said, "Don't come into the house, you're all dirty," or scold me for that. She would always, whatever I had, she would say, "So what did you find?" And she would be so excited. And I can't tell you, seeing kids today when they may bring a jar of beetles or something in, and the parents kind of freak out, like, take that out of here, don't bring that in. And I just am so grateful to my mother. I worry today about children because when I was growing up in the 1950s as a boy, my mother and dad would say, "Get out of the house, go outside and play." And I'd say, "But Mom, it's raining." "I don't care, go outside, get out of the house." Now, we don't want that. We stay in the house, there are cars, it's dangerous, or there's perverts lurking behind a bush or something. Our kids are not getting out enough. Even in a city, they've got to get out, get on the grass, get out in a little grove of trees, find the beetles, roll over a rock, find something there. We've got to bond with nature to realize that it's exciting, it's interesting, but we depend on nature too for our very survival. I'm often asked by young people who say, "I want to save the world," or "I want to make the biggest contribution on the environment. What do you recommend for me to do? Are there environmental jobs?" My answer is follow your heart. Don't think I've got to become an environmentalist to save the world. It's all the collective impact of all of humanity. I want every musician, I want every artist, I want every plumber, I want every electrician or auto mechanic. Everybody has got to do their part. If you love working on cars, be the best, most efficient, and greatest environmental mechanic in the world. I mean, that's what you've got to do. So follow your heart. We need everybody to be an environmentalist.